So now we're visiting with Brenda, who's been with us how long, Brenda?
22 years.
22 years. So share with us some of your favorite stories of Miss Jean.
Well, I remember when we first built this building, back then, I think it was 96, we still wore pantyhose and high heels, and in order so we didn't have scuff marks on our pretty white new floors, she told us we could bring house shoes with us and put them at our desk, and that way if we walked from our desk to the kitchen to get some coffee or something, we could slip on our house shoes. Well, one day she was walking through, and I was walking to the kitchen in my stocking feet. I did not have house shoes on, and she kind of gave me that look that she was good at giving, and I quickly looked at her and said, "These are house shoes in Keithville," and she just died laughing. She couldn't fuss at me after that. So
That is pretty good.
that was pretty funny. She also used to love to go out with the smokers. She was a reform smoker, but she would love to go out there. If the wind was blowing the right way, she still loved the smell of cigarette smoke for some reason.
Okay. So what are some of your stories maybe that as you were working with her about maybe clients or funny applicant stories? Do you have any of those to share?
She loved to tell the history of how all of this came about. She would tell that. She pretty much was kind of in the semi sort of retirement part when I started doing the dispatch, and when I first was hired here I was the receptionist, and so I just took the applications, and I was scared. I was too scared to talk to her because she was Jean Simpson.
Oh, really? I can't imagine being scared of talking to her.
Well, she was very personable. I didn't have a reason to be scared other than just the name, and I didn't want to mess up. So
Okay.
but she always had a big, kind, giving heart, and always spoke to you. She never made you feel like you were anything other than just another person that she was just talking to in the grocery store. So,
Well, that's nice. Any other things you'd like to share about your memories of her?
well, she used to bowl with my mother,
Yeah.
so I kind of knew her before I came to work here.
Is that how you got the job? Mama got you the job?
No, actually, when I first spoke with Sandra about coming and working, and then when I did an interview to be the receptionist of the industrial division, I interviewed with Sandra and Miss Jean. So I was extremely nervous because I had two people asking me questions, but Miss Jean she just asked me matter-of-fact questions, and I think I could, talk to anybody and deal with any, whether it be a person that was a superintendent of a construction site or the laborer that was working for the superintendent. And I told her, yes, I could handle it all. So she gave me a chance.
So
and here I still am.
Yep. Is that the first time that she realized who you were and that she bowled
Yes.
with your mom?
Yes. She did not know that that's who she was fixing to interview.
Oh, how funny. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. I know that it's definitely interesting and nice to have those sweet memories of Miss Jean, especially on days like today.
Absolutely.